You may have heard of billionaires buying outrageous things like their own islands, mega yachts, and the latest supercars. But when it comes to Saudi princes and their luxurious lives, they take it one step further. We're talking gold-plated and diamond-encrusted cars, exotic tigers, and even toilets made from gold. It is said that money cannot buy love, but it sure can buy you things that you love. There's rich, and then there's stinking rich. Of course, money is not a problem for the Saudi princes. We guess the problem is how to spend it. So don't be surprised when you hear of the strangest things bought by Saudi princes. In this video, we'll be looking at some of those strange and outrageous things, so make sure you watch until the end for the big surprise, and don't forget to subscribe. Let's start with the famous rainbow sheikh. Don't worry, we'll explain how he got the nickname. But Sheikh Hamad bin Hamdan Al Nahyan is one of the UAE's richest people. He is said to have a net worth of 20 billion, and he's used that net worth to build one of the largest car collections in the world. You might be thinking, what's so strange about having a large collection of cars? Well, just hang in there. He is estimated to have about 400 vehicles, and he stores about 200 of them in the Emirates National Auto Museum. Of course, to make more money, he charges guests to see his collection of unique vehicles. So the strange thing that earned him his name, the Rainbow Sheikh. Sheikh Hamad has a rainbow collection of Mercedes-Benz S-Class automobiles. You might be wondering why the colours of the rainbow. Well, we cannot answer that question for you. However, it has been said that he painted the 7 cars for each day of the week. So, on Sunday he probably goes out with the red S-Class, then on Tuesday with the orange S-Class, then yellow, green, blue, indigo and violet. We're assuming this helps him save time in choosing which car to go with. But among his unique car collection is the world's largest Caravan, the world's largest truck, and even the first automobile ever produced. His record-breaking Caravan in the shape of a globe is just downright strange. However, this out-of-this-world Caravan contains 9 bedrooms and 9 bathrooms, which span across 3 floors. When you have money, anything is achievable. If you look into his car collection, his cars are full of history. He has vintage New York taxis and police cars. He even has Star Wars vehicles. Guess he's a fan. He has a moon buggy and a convoy of military vehicles. Aside from his cars, he also owns a massive yacht named Yas Yacht that is worth $180 million. It features multiple decks with pools, lounges and helipads. With a net worth of 20 billion, the Rainbow Sheikh is allowed to splurge on anything he deems fit. If you think having cars with the rainbow colours is strange, let's see our next Saudi prince, whose fleet of cars are gold-plated. Turki bin Abdullah has businesses in oil and petroleum. As such, he boasts a humble net worth of $1.5 billion. The prince is known for cruising around in gold cars. These sports cars are already expensive, so you can imagine how expensive they are when gold-plated. Prince Turki's garage is referred to as the Golden Garage because he has 8 golden cars in his ultra-expensive collection. He is known to own the best and most expensive cars globally, and after these supercars turned to gold, they're worth a total of $22 million. That figure does not even begin to dent his $1.5 billion net worth. Among his fleet of expensive cars, Prince Turki owns a Range Rover Vogue, a Porsche 918 Spider, Bugatti Veyron, Lamborghini Hurricane, Bentley Flying Spur, a Rolls-Royce Phantom Coupe, a Mercedes-Benz G63 AMG 6x6, and a Lamborghini Aventador SV. Now that's what you call supercars. He also caused a stir in the news for having a pet cheetah. There's something about the UAE and exotic wildlife as pets. I'm sure you've seen the crazy tigers and lions on Instagram. The animals seem very calm with their owners, but you have to admit, it's just downright strange. Imagine having a real lion walking around your house. Our next Saudi prince is the billionaire Prince of Dubai. His name is Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, but everyone calls him Fazza. As the Prince of Dubai, you can imagine he is ridiculously rich and has no limit when it comes to spending his money. He owns a lot of strange and outrageous things, and some of his purchases are record-setting. So get ready. Fazza owns the world's most expensive camel. Word on the street is that Fazza loves animals. He spent $2.7 million to buy his prized camel. And this camel is no ordinary camel. Oh no, this camel actually won a camel beauty contest out of a pool of 17,000 camels. Now that is ridiculously strange. A camel beauty contest? Who thinks of these things? It's no surprise when billionaires own fleets of cars. But when you own a car that can also travel on water, then you're in a different category all by yourself. Fazza got to know about Californian automaker Watercar, and of course, he had to own one. But as generous as he is, he didn't just buy one. Fazza bought 6 of the Watercar automobiles for his friends and family. After all, a water race alone wouldn't be any fun. Each of these vehicles cost more than $150,000, and so Fazza spent nearly $1 million. The Python, as the amphibian car is called, travels more than 80 miles per hour on land and about 45 miles per hour on water. This is definitely one luxury Fazza had to have. Fazza also loves horses. He buys the most expensive horses and enters them into racing competitions. He is so passionate about horse racing that he personally funds the games. But one strange thing Fazza did was to purchase $166,000 worth of silk for his horse riders. We don't quite know why it was so expensive, but this is Fazza we're talking about. So long as the riders get to sweat in their expensive silk and win the competition, Fazza is fine with it. Another strange thing Fazza owns are falcons. You'd think he'd be satisfied with his camel and horses, but he also has falcons. These falcons were once owned by Bryn Close of Doncaster, who had a knack for teaching his birds how to race. At first, Bryn turned down Fazza's offer of $15 million, but Fazza made Bryn an offer he could not refuse. We don't know the exact price he got for them, but we're sure it surpassed the initial offer of $15 million. But we're not done. He appeared in the news for booking individual seats for each of his 80 falcons. Yes, you heard right. He was flying in United Arab Emirates, and the airline took special care of the prince's prized possessions. We told you these princes do strange things. Fazza also owns a fleet of cars, from Aston Martins to Lamborghinis, but what you wouldn't expect him to have is a tank. That's right, you heard us correctly. A tank priced at $500,000. Fazza bought a fleet of these tanks. We're not so sure what he plans to do with the tanks, but taking a good guess, we'd say it's more for play than work. As a billionaire, you work hard and play harder. Our next Saudi prince is the 36-year-old Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia. He controls part of the vast wealth of the royal family, estimated at $1.4 trillion. As such, he can afford anything he sets his heart on. Prince Mohammed bin Salman Al Saud, also known as MBS, is known for his lavish spending. He was identified as the secret buyer of the $450 million Leonardo da Vinci's painting, Salvator Mundi. However, the choice of painting roused curiosity in people, as the Salvator Mundi portrays Jesus holding an herb in his left hand while raising his right. Meanwhile, Saudi Arabia adheres to a strict form of Islam, which shuns visual portrayals of religious figures. As such, it is not surprising given that the Crown Prince is a controversial global political figure. And this was around the time when he was linked to the assassination of the journalist Jamal Khashoggi. Nevertheless, this hasn't stopped the Crown Prince from acquiring more lavish purchases. He is the proud owner of a $500 million yacht and a $300 million French chateau. Although not a prince, his father, the current king of Saudi Arabia, gifted a golden toilet to his daughter on her wedding. The toilet was completely fitted with gold furnishings, including a golden commode plush with a golden bidet. But before we go, let us surprise you with the last piece of strangeness. Now, you can probably remember the last time you used an ATM machine to withdraw your cash, but have you ever used a gold ATM machine, which deposits real gold bars? Thankfully, this isn't actually owned by a Saudi prince, but it is located in the Gulf and gets used on a regular basis. We can all agree that these Saudi princes are living large and living the dream. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel, and press the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Be sure to check out some of our other videos as we post luxury content every single week. Goodbye, Lux Cats. Until next time.